Man, what an explosive weekend. Welcome back to the sports guy. Me and Sheriff over here.
Yes,
This
let's
was
unpack a very packed weekend, man.
a very heavy weekend, but nowhere to
Oh,
start before we get into the everything. We have to give congratulate Inter Miami. Honestly, it is a very long journey they've come.
oh,
if
sure.
it if it were not for US systems, they would have been relegated, right? It's just
True.
that they don't relegate people here. So for them to be number last in the last 5 years to turn it around to go win the whole thing, that was, even though they have Messi, which is a big factor, but for the club that's a big step. And yeah, I think I have my team now. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think I'm locked in. Yeah.
they have Messi, but you have to give them credit for attracting Messi. Like everybody wanted Messi,
Yeah.
and Miami got Messi. When
Yeah.
I started supporting Miami, I think even before the inaugural season, and that probably was due to my the David Beckham factor, having come from
Affiliation with
yeah,
Beckham.
having come from United, and I think he followed up with Neville. One of the Nevilles was a coach there.
Yeah. Phil. Yeah.
Yeah, Phil,
Yeah.
and then they were just disappointment after disappointment, and
Yeah.
I never thought they were gonna win nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but well, credit to the system in the US, man. You have a bad
Yeah.
season, you get another shot. You get
You
another
get
shot.
another shot. Yeah. And now they've given Messi a 3 year contract. They're building a new stadium. I think they're on to something. Yeah, I think they're on to something big and they're going to make a, well, Trump called it football. I was gonna call it soccer for the sake of people, but yeah, they're going to make that the sport a big deal in the US. I think Messi has big plans, and I can't wait to unpack it all with him in the next few years. We see how it goes. But
Sure.
yeah, that was nice. But it was a good run, man. Other than other stories, apart from the Nashville game, was it in the quarters or in the somewhere? That's when they had, here you go to game three if you don't win first two legs, if there is no
Mhm.
outright winner. So they had to go to game three, and that's how they got through. But the other wins, they've just been winning three, four, five until the final when they just bruised through. I didn't think a team from Canada would give us problems anyway. So,
Yeah, but
like, Mule is a factor as a team from Canada at the end of the day. We are US is low, but Canada can definitely not be higher than the MLS. So, yeah, I was pretty confident on that side. But yeah, that was a good game. And another story was Jody Alba's last professional pass went
Mhm.
to guess who? Of
Tell me
course,
about it.
of course, Lionel Messi. His
Yeah,
last pass of the game went to Lionel Messi.
oh, that's how he
And
signed out.
that's why he didn't make another pass in the game, and he'll never make another professional pass. He's done.
Oh
He's
wow.
done. That was a fairy tale ending for sure.
Yeah,
All
that
the
was a
guys
good.
celebrating. Yeah, yeah, it
That
was a
was a way
big
to
deal.
sign out. That was
Yeah,
a
that
way
was
to
a
sign
good way to sign out. But also, Busquets has also signed out. So yeah,
Oh, they signed out as I think they also go down in history alongside Lionel Messi as the only players who have won the World Cup and the MLS.
yeah,
It's never happened before.
yeah, and the other guy, Messi's bodyguard, also.
And Messi's
Yeah,
booking.
yeah, Messi's bodyguard, Rodrigo De Paul.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and Rodrigo De Paul, of course.
Yeah,
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 they
yeah.
won the World Cup and the MLS. That's a big deal, We have a Ballon d'Or winner since Pele. We've never had a Ballon d'Or winner in the US. So we have a Ballon d'Or winner. We have a World Cup winner. So yeah, I think it's looking up for the US. Hopefully, we head towards that direction. But
Maybe
yeah,
baby
and
steps. Baby
huh?
steps, because we also had the inaugural 32 team club World Cup,
Yeah,
followed by the FIFA Club World Cup.
yeah.
So good steps for the US.
Good steps forward. Yeah, that's true.
Uh,
Yeah, and Inter Miami go to the knockout stages. That's not anything people expected. So
yep.
yeah,
I think they beat, was it Benfica?
Yeah,
they
a
beat a European
European
club.
team. Yeah,
Hmm.
they good. Yeah, yeah. So I think it's looking up good, but yeah, enough of MLS. We'll see them next year. But you heard they're changing. They want to go to regular season now, September to May, not January to December. But I'm not sure when. I think it's the year after next. I'm not sure. They've already
Yeah.
decided. Yeah,
Nah, that will be smart to synchronize
with other
with
leagues.
with
Yeah,
other leagues.
yeah.
Mhm.
But enough of MLS. There's a bigger story, and it's not even like field related. The biggest story from Europe this weekend was Mohamed Salah's side interview in the tunnel. Man, that was an explosive interview. Man, he said so many things. He's talked about being thrown under the bus, not having a relationship with his manager, uh, almost saying he's being used as a scapegoat. Uh, I mean, these feuds between club and big players are very common. But I don't know what you have to say about this one. Yeah, you are the better person to talk. I've never had this one in my club recently, so I don't know what you have to say about that from a fan's perspective or just from a football fan perspective.
No, this is a difficult one because first of all, uh, it came out of nowhere. It just dropped
Yeah.
out of nowhere, caught everybody off guard. But I don't know where to start from. But let me start by just saying that uh, Sarah talked about things uh, that we had not seen because so far up to this point of the season, I haven't had at any point the troubles of Liverpool being solely associated with Salah.
Hmm.
So for him to come out and say that he's being thrown under the bus, that has to be a dressing room thing because we've sat here and watched, we've talked about and seen people talk about how Van Dijk is not doing his work. We've
Yeah.
heard people talk about how Konate
Konate.
is
Yeah.
not doing it. The other
Yeah.
day we talked about how the entire midfield, we are relating to how Liverpool changed from Fabinho,
Yeah.
Wijnaldum, and I think whatever, and saying that they need
Henderson. Yeah.
Henderson, they need to just flip the whole midfield.
Yeah.
And I also remember still on this TV we talked about how Slot needs to be given his own players. I
Yeah.
don't remember at any single point where people have shifted the blame to Salah.
I think there's been talks in maybe podcasts and media houses. People have been talking about dropping Salah. It's been a thing. You remember, even that's why they dropped him against West Ham, was it? And even
True.
the game against Frankfurt, where they won 5-1, Salah didn't play much. He came in the last after 70 minutes.
But
So
on that note, the people who asked for Salah being dropped were the fans. And
it's people, yeah.
before Salah got dropped,
Mhm.
there was question marks on why Slot was still playing him.
That's
Like,
the thing.
yeah, there was why
Yeah.
is Slot still trusting Salah?
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's an issue of people trying to throw him under the bus because Salah gave Slot more than enough reasons to drop him. Now you can talk about
But
why.
what are those reasons, in your opinion? What are those
Uh,
reasons?
to drop him is you have to try and as a manager you have to try sometimes uh something different. You've had Salah for 13 straight games, and I think he only has one non-penalty goal, and this is a guy who was giving you consistently goals after goals. But also Salah's role is purely goals. Salah is not Wayne Rooney who goes in the midfield to fight for the game. Salah is not Harry Kane who falls back. Salah's role is goals, and he wasn't doing it. And then, unfortunately for him, he is in a crowded department. He's in a department where you are like, if this is not working, let me look at another option. It's not like the defense where you will say Van Dijk and Konate are not working. Whom do I bring in?
Salah is not
Uh,
a regular player, though.
Yeah, but he's not a regular player. But
You don't just put
in
him on
this,
rotation with Ekitike and Vats.
in this sport, in this sport, uh, sometimes we live in the present. History. If you did well in the future, in the past, you have to do well in the present. Salah was given 13 straight starts. He was never denied opportunities. He was given
Salah,
13 straight starts.
forwards for Liverpool. Eketike, 5 goals, Premier League. Vats, 0. Gakpo, 4. Salah, 4. Chiesa, 2. Or- I mean, who is supposed to start every game here? Salah is definitely not among the ones to be rotated, in
But
my opinion. With his history,
when you say Salah has 4 goals, probably
I've
you
never seen Isak make a tackle.
that is a, but you see, Isak has been dropped. Vats has been dropped.
Isak has
Uh,
been played controversially. In
I I
short, the coach can play
Isak
someone who's out of form. It's possible.
now when Isak came and started playing and he disappointed, we were told that he suffered an injury and he was out of form. I
Yeah.
don't, and he was not being played because he was out of form of or he was injured. Uh, I mean, I won't blame anybody for thinking that the manager was just putting him away in the form of injury because he just wasn't doing it, and the manager wanted to play Salah.
Hmm.
Uh,
No, it
Vats,
cannot be Isak or Salah, though. Uh-huh.
uh, uh,
It's
Vats
Salah
was dropped.
first, and then the other forwards can fill
It,
in
it,
spaces.
it's true, but
Yeah.
if Salah plays 13 games and I don't know how many non-penalty goal he scores in that time, and the club is struggling, and you have another player who was second highest scorer, was it second highest scorer in the league last season, and you bought them for 150. I mean, are you going to blame the manager for trying him? Because first of all, the manager
You
did not
just
put
went back to the
Issa,
player's history and price.
the
Those are
manager,
not factors to play somebody. Uh-huh. The manager.
yeah, but the manager tried Salah. It's not that the manager never gave Salah an opportunity. The manager tried Salah, and there were questions on why is he not dropping Salah? Why are you not trying something different? Because from the start, it was always Salah.
Mhm.
Salah just lost it after game 13. Before game 13, it was always Salah. It's not that Salah has been getting dropped and dropped and dropped. It's new.
Salah
It's
was
always been
dropped
new.
in that game in Frankfurt that they won 5-1. Salah didn't
Uh,
play.
he, he gave a manager a reason to.
Okay. Well, in my opinion, I think Salah deserves to play just as much as those any other forwards. I know they're expecting 15 goals from him by now, but he's not producing, and no one else is. So maybe he is not the problem. They're talking about his defense. I heard Karaga today talk about how he put his right back, how he exposed his right back for all those years. Can you believe that's what he's saying now that Saleh, and this is someone who came out last year to say, oh, I had a conversation with Slot and he told me, I told him if I score goals, no defending, and Slot was okay. And they know him. And when they were giving him the contract, when Salah says things like, the club promised me, I'm not sure what they did, but I think they promised him something like club ambassador, right? The face of the club, something like that. These signings are going to revolve under you. That means they still trust his ability, you know. But when the manager now listens to maybe podcasts or media and in his own code decides to drop Salah, or maybe by his own reasoning decides to drop Salah, then Salah starts feeling like he's been betrayed because the club promised him to be the face of the club or something, and now he's being dropped. That's the only way I can interpret him saying that I've been thrown under the bus. But I think I think Slot versus Salah here. They should, if it is that, I think they should pick Salah. In my opinion, they might not for rank issues, but uh, this is the same team from last year. Honestly, if Slot cannot do it, there's many that have won the league and they did not do it the following year. It's not the first one. There is Mourinho, there is Conte, there is Ranieri. All these people won the league and they didn't like. I don't think his credit, because the only credit Slot has is from last season, right? That's the only credit he has in
Mm.
the bank. But Salah
Mm.
has from 8 seasons ago. For 8 years, he has been the top scorer in the Premier League. No one has scored more goals than Salah since he signed for the league. No one has scored more goals. Maybe Haaland might catch up, but no one has scored more goals in Salah's time. I think it's very understandable where he's coming from. And for the fact that they dropped him so instantly after he made a comment, usually teams brush those things under the bus, under the table. If they value the player, Vinicius the same thing, and a few other players. The team has swept it under the rug for now until. But for Salah, they dropped him instantly, and Slot came out to say, "You've seen my message," like almost thumping chest. And I'm like, yeah, it's easy to point Salah right now, but Salah is not the problem, and he's definitely not the solution putting him out, in my opinion. And I think for him to say he does not know why he has been dropped, that's a very big statement. That's to mean Slot did not sit down with him one on one, right? Because if he had sat down with him one on one, he would not have said he does not know. I don't know what
Nah,
you
yeah.
think. Yeah.
Well, that's what I thought at the beginning before I looked into this matter deeply, because I thought that Salah has the credit in the bank
Yeah.
to be played rightfully. So he has the credit to be played. But I also believe that players drop off some seasons. I've seen that a player dropping off on a certain season, but also these are different seasons. Uh,
Hmm.
Last season, Liverpool was struggling, but they had some solidity and they were pumping goals. Salah was scoring goals here and there, and then he got this bumper contract, and
Hmm.
then he's gone. And if you didn't have a Kitike, if you didn't
Yeah.
have Isak, then
Yeah.
you'll say, you know what, we have Salah, but you have Salah and he's not firing. But and now when Salah is not firing and you have squad depth, that's the point where you bring in depth. That's the point where you're like, you know what, let's try somebody else. But even you look at the first game they dropped Salah, I don't know which game it was, and then they won 2-0, I think, West Ham.
West Ham.
And then the next game they dropped Salah, they brought him for the second half. This is just the third game. Now for a player to go to the media
Sunderland.
for being
Hmm.
now for a player to go to the media after being dropped three times, that has to be too selfish. It's not that this player has been dropped the whole season. But again, one thing here is that uh, you might talk about, I'm gonna go with Salah, I'm gonna go with Slot or whatever. But this is something that revolves about the club, and the club
Yeah.
traditions and culture and expectations have to be upheld. Uh,
Yeah.
there are channels for Salah to communicate. When Salah comes out and all he's doing is calling for sympathy, I've done so much for this club. My kids should always support this club. Or my mother was to do this. Other clubs do this. He's just coming out for fan sympathy. Just pump goals, and you have these fans. You don't have to come to the media to start reminding these fans what you've done for them. Like, why that desperate call of, I've been doing this and this and this, and this season, those
Because maybe
fans
they're
you are
telling
reaching
him
out
this.
to,
Yeah.
but these fans you are reaching out to have asked the manager why he has not dropped you.
Yeah. And
But
when they
then,
dropped him, did much
but then,
change? Yeah.
yeah, much did not change. But much did not change. But you see, the problem is with him or without him, it's been almost the same, which means he has not been making a difference
So
because
why
you are
would you
here.
put your legend, throw him under the bus like that to make it look like it is him that's the problem? He's not the
Salah
problem, clearly.
Salah came up with
He's
a statement
producing
being
same
thrown out.
numbers as other forwards. You see? Hmm.
Salah came up with a statement being thrown under the bus. If there's anybody who has been thrown under the bus, it's Konate. The manager came out clearly and said Konate has been at the crime scene so many times this season. That's throwing a player under the bus. Nobody threw Salah under the bus. Salah just came up with this theory. I've been thrown under the bus again to do what? To get the sympathy of the fans. Because when Salah was benched, everybody understood. It's not that when Ronaldo was being benched at United and everybody was like, is Ten Hag out of his mind? People are asking, why is Amorim not playing Mainu? People are comfortable, people are okay with Salah being dropped because it was at a point where, like, hey, can you try something else? Because Salah
That's
is
the
not doing
thing.
it.
That's
Salah
the
is not
thing. If
doing it.
everybody's thinking that, it is for you to protect your player, protect his brand. Don't make him look like he's washed up
Oh, he did.
because
Oh, he
everybody at
did.
Liverpool is not doing well.
Oh, he did.
That's what he means, is it?
But the only person who can say he has not been protected is Konate. Slot, this season, Slot has talked
That is
about.
playing.
Yeah, the only reason why Konate is playing and Van Dijk is because that department is thin. The manager wants to protect that department, but you remove Konate and Van Dijk for who? The boy
Why is
the boy they
Gakpo with the
bought.
most minutes? Why is Gakpo the forward with the most minutes? I doubt this manager will drop Van Dijk, even if he had any
Uh,
centre backs. I will never know. Yeah,
I mean, Vats has been given minutes. He's been poorer than Gakpo.
yeah.
Uh, so makes sense why why Gakpo is still in. Salah was given 13 starts in the league.
Not stats.
He's
13
below.
appearances, not stats.
I mean, starts is only the last 3 games, right? We are on match day 15, so that's 12. It's only the last 3 Premier League games that he hasn't started.
Yeah, and we are on 15. Yeah, 12.
Also 12. And
Yeah,
if you look at Gakpo, Gakpo is among the players who are not way off or below who they were last season. And Shogo and Allison. Every other person is below who they were. Now, if you look at, I listened to Anslot today, and I
mhm,
trust what Anslot said because uh, Anslot, as a manager of Liverpool, has to follow the club, the club set criteria for going to the media.
yeah.
He cannot go to the media and just
And
blab bullshit
suction.
out of nowhere and throw lies. Because if you
Yeah,
go to the media and just stop throwing lies, start throwing lies, you're representing the club.
but you don't know
So
if Salah is lying also, though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That no, but if I decide to go, if I decide to circumvent the procedure, somebody can call me out for lying. But this is what
Slot
I
was
was saying.
asked.
Hold on a second.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Slot was asked, and he said, before the Leeds game, I talked to Salah twice.
yeah.
One briefly and one in depth, and explained to him the game before Leeds. After the
Uh-huh.
game, Salah comes and says, I don't know why I'm being dropped. But Slot says I talked to him twice. I explained to him.
Slot was
Then
asked
Salah
if
comes
he
out.
talks to Salah
Yeah.
directly. He said he talks to him with the whole group.
No, that was about
Someone
Inter
pressed the
Milan.
question later. Oh,
I listened to the whole interview. That was about
yeah,
Inter Milan. About
yeah,
Inter Milan, he said, I talked to Salah on the same in front of the same group, explaining why he's not going to Inter Milan.
yeah,
But he said before Leeds, he talked to Salah twice. The only one he says it was in public is before Inter Milan. He said I talked to Salah twice, and
yeah,
he went ahead to say one of them was in depth.
yeah.
I've been listening to that to that. I think Sky
Interview.
Sports just Sky Sport just put the whole interview there.
Yeah, yeah,
So the reason I'm saying I'm believing Slot is because if you come here as a manager and say that and lie, you are the face of the club. That will be Liverpool, the whole of Liverpool lying. But he said I talked to
yeah.
him twice and explained why I was not. Explained to him about Leeds. Then after the Leeds game, Salah comes out and says, "I don't understand why I'm not being played." Then, what unless if Slot is unapproachable, I think Salah knows the right channels. So I don't know if Salah is instigating an exit because there are things that you know that when you do they are irreversible. This is
Yeah.
not throwing a tantrum this is not throwing a tantrum on the field. This is coming out and not just talking about Slot, talking about the club. The club. The club the club promised this. the club is not doing this, the club is betraying me, I've done this for this club, my kids support this club. I told my mom to come watch the game. I'll say I'll wave goodbye to the fans and go to the AFCON, and then I don't know
Afcon.
what happens after that.
Yeah,
It's
because
Salah
he
is
said
about
the situation is unacceptable. That's what he said for him.
uh,
It's
uh,
unacceptable.
it's true.
They don't want to play him, then they just release him. He did not come out in August or September. He came out now when they've been benching him. And maybe, I don't know, but he whatever he did was
But
definitely not right. Going through doing unsanctioned interviews, dropping bombshells like that. But I think I understand him from a human perspective that there could have been conversations and expectations that he was given
well,
and
the
are
manager
not
says
being met.
there are conversations.
Yeah.
You think nobody gives you 400,000 a week to bench you. The club had him in plans.
Yeah.
For 4K a week, they have in plans, but things have not gone as they were expected. And and
Things are at a low moment, so you back your main guy. Uh-huh. And
yeah, but you see, uh, sometimes you see rumors, you see media personalities put news out there, you treat them with like rumors and stuff like that. But when things happen later, you go back to those rumors and you are like, wait, I had a rumor and now this one is happening. Maybe
yeah,
let me connect dots. We talked on this TV before, maybe 2 weeks ago, about news that some players in Liverpool were undermining the manager.
yeah,
Like some players in Liverpool did not trust the manager.
yeah.
And I think that's the time when we said that the club has to get the players for the manager, because maybe there are players in this club who are so much into Klopp. Klopp used to
So
do this
yeah,
yeah, but you are not doing it, you won't succeed. And when the
yeah.
manager wants to lay his out his plan, some players are like, nah, this is not gonna work because this club
This is
does not
not how
work
it's
that way.
worked.
Yeah.
Which
So
you might
uh this is my own opinion. This fraud, this thing is bigger than 3 games.
uh-huh.
What? Because this speech from this interview from Mo Salah, which was planned, because those the answers he was giving, those answers are not things you blab out of nowhere. He had
Yeah.
that interview in
He
the
went
back of
and
his
took a
mind.
shower first.
Uh,
Yeah. Mm.
yeah, uh, this is beyond 3 games.
I
I
have
think,
two
and also
uh-huh.
considering,
Uh,
that uh, he talks about we don't have a relationship anymore. That's not 2 weeks.
yes. Yeah, exactly.
Now,
So yeah, that's true. Yeah.
yeah, now, what I'm thinking here is, could Mo Salah have undermined Anslot, and Anslot decided that I have to be the boss here? Because, in my own opinion, Mo Salah is so, I don't want to call him selfish, or I don't know if selfish or egocentric is the word, but Mo Salah is so much about himself than the club.
Anyone else,
And I'm
yeah.
going to explain to you why. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm going to tell you why. Uh, they are players. Everybody's about themselves, but they are players who, like, I'm going to put the club first.
Yeah.
When I saw the situation with Ronaldo at United, that was Ronaldo not putting the club first. You
Yeah.
are aggravated, but you're going to put yourself first. Uh, Mo Salah, when Liverpool is going through difficult times, Mo Salah has never come out like encouragingly to talk about the club and rally players behind.
And Allison
He's never
also
done
has
that. I've
never.
seen Van Dijk.
And Allison has
I
never.
even
I've
Alisson
never seen
probably
it.
has. I saw him today talk about
About
we need to
Salah.
get over this, and
Yeah.
yeah, but
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 not
but
talk
also
about the
about the
game.
club.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about Salah, but he was talking
Mhm.
about the unity of the team. It was about Salah and how the
He was
team needs
just
to,
going
to,
there
to
to
stay
punch
united
Salah.
and how.
Yeah, he was just going there to punch Salah. He
He, he,
said
he
Salah
he
is
appeared to be
not
on the
here
side of
because of
Salah.
his own actions. But before, when Liverpool were losing, I never saw Alisson. Maybe
Mm.
he was, but I never saw him. I only saw Van Dijk, who has the armband. But he's also another senior
I
player.
said
But
Van Dijk.
anyway, yeah. Robertson had to
I've
talk
had
while
Gakpo.
playing for Scotland. He did
The
not
other
talk
day
at
I had who
Liverpool.
is this kid? The other day we
Jones,
had this defender who was like just do, was it
Jones
Jones or Bradley or
had to.
whoever just do. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, but when we heard about Salah last season, Slot came out and said, "I want to keep Salah. I want to keep Van Dijk. I want to keep Trent. The club is working on keeping the three because I want
yeah,
them."
yeah.
I think I think Salah talked about his contract 5 times. I haven't
No,
been offered anything. Where I'm still waiting. I'm just like you. Or this might be my last season. Like the manager has already said we're working out something.
yeah,
But now at that point Salah was vocal because it concerned his contract. And the manager said we're working on it. And finally contracts came. Of Trent ignored his. Salah and Van Dijk accepted theirs. Uh, the other time I saw Salah being way too much about himself. There's a time when Klopp put him on the bench.
yeah,
When Klopp brought him in and tried to explain something, Salah started a fight.
yeah.
Klopp walked away. Klopp walks away. Salah follows him. It was Nunes, and I don't know if Van Dijk or who, trying to tell him, "Hey, you need to calm down." That's in front of 60 something thousand fans. That's how Salah is. So I'm wondering
That.
if that's the
Uh-huh.
if he can go after Klopp in front of 60 something fans to just vent out his disapproval. I don't know who he is in a dressing room when he disagrees with the manager, and maybe he might have gone overboard with Slot.
Did Klopp come out and try a power move? No. Did he come out to start thump his chest? No. And the fact that that happened publicly, it means there was many that happened privately. But he knew how to handle a superstar. There is a way you handle a superstar. You talk to them. I don't know. I've never been a coach for a top team, but there is a way you handle a superstar. But let's end this with two questions. Do you think
Mm.
Salah will finish the season at Liverpool this season, 25-26?
He's played his last.
Okay, no.
It's not about
And do
finishing
you
the season. He's played his last.
and do you think Slot will finish the season at Liverpool?
Slot finishes the season. I don't know if he starts it. If he finishes the season.
Okay, well, yeah, I think
I
Salah's
mean,
time
as
might
long as
also
if
be
if
up.
Liverpool stay in the top 8 of the league,
Yeah,
they will finish the season with him because I don't really think that Liverpool is gonna get a manager to win them this league.
no,
I don't think so.
no, yeah,
And
no, not
they have
this.
bought
Yeah,
they have bought some players there for the manager. They are trying to uh, this. I think Liverpool understand that the manager is dealing with a lot because this Salah issue is looks like it probably just evidence of too much that the manager that the club is going through because it might be an eruption after things have been boiling to a certain boiling point
yeah,
and
yeah,
there is too much the club needs to do. Do you fire the manager? Do you reset the culture? Because you might fire Slot, but how powerful are the players?
yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So I
That's what I
think
was
I think they
thinking.
let
Hmm. You think?
I think they
I
let
think I think they
they
have
let Salah go
definitely
because
uh, they let Salah go because
they let Salah go because you have to come out firm and say that there are things we don't accept in the dressing room. The manager and the player are going to disagree because the manager is going to have a different view and the player is going to have a different view. But for the sake of culture of the club, you don't come out. You don't go after the club. It's just nobody's bigger than the club. You know. I remember.
yeah,
You know. You know Barcelona. Barcelona told Messi
Mhm.
they were going to give him a contract, and they tried. We're going to try this, and Messi was their legend. And the last minute, they tell Messi, you know what, is not happening. And Messi did
Yeah.
not take the microphone and talk about how this club is crap after all I've done to this club. Messi won to everything for Barcelona. Before Messi, it was all Real Madrid. That era when Barcelona colonized La Liga, it was Messi. And then they get somewhere and they're like, you know what, we can't do it. And Messi is like, Messi packs the bags and goes. And Messi is bigger. You know,
Well, they
United bring Cavani
practically,
and
yeah,
United bring
Cavani.
Cavani and convince Cavani to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cavani stays at United. We had played COVID season without fans. We tell Cavani fans are coming in the stadium. Cavani stays. They signed Ronaldo. They tell Cavani you have to give away jersey number 7 and go to the bench. And that brother used to get 5 or 7 minutes and he fought it. They promised him, and then things just changed. You know,
Cavani is
and
not a
yeah,
legend of
I don't really
United.
think if yeah, I don't really think, but Messi is a legend of Barca. I don't really think if they told Messi is a legend of the football of the game.
Yeah.
I don't think if they told Salah to lie on the floor during a free kick, Salah will not lie on the floor. That boy has too much ego. He
But he's been
has too much ego.
this. He has not changed. What I'm telling you is that he has not changed. He is still the same guy they knew, and by goals, he still has one of the highest numbers in the club. But anyway, Salah aside, let's go to another sad story where Arsenal lost to Villa. Man, I've never seen the rest of the league this happy. guys, guys are celebrating the Villa goal
Yeah.
like, man. I kind of knew we were going to lose, so my heart was
Arsenal has
soft.
been
Mhm.
Arsenal has been celebrating for the whole season. I think from the time Arsenal lost to Liverpool, I think Arsenal has been celebrating, and other people have gone through people other fans have had it difficult. So you know,
It
Arsenal
was
has
their
been winning too
moment.
much. I I think fans wanted the temperature to go down a little bit uh,
Yeah,
because the Arsenal wins have just been too much.
yeah. Did you see
And
the player reactions after the goal went in? The
the
Arsenal
Arsenal
players'
players,
reaction. Yeah,
I did.
yeah. I don't know what that means. I hope they win the next game.
I
But
did. I, I think I've talked about teams being hungry before, players being hungry before, and when we were discussing issues, Manchester United,
yeah, against Everton. Yeah,
how how we don't have hungry players.
yeah,
Uh, Arsenal players never looked like they were in the mood to swap jerseys and all that stuff. Like, man, that goal hit them.
yeah.
United players will be looking to give high fives and swap jerseys.
And reposting.
It just shows how
Yeah,
it just shows that uh, when one team has hungry players, another team has joyriders. I like when players feel bad about losses.
mm, yeah.
Like how Arsenal reacted,
Mm,
and of course how Aston Villa reacted to they had really wanted it. That was a game of two teams who wanted it. And as I told
yeah,
you when I was making my prediction for that game is that game had all three possible results on 33%. It was never a 50-50
yeah,
game. It was 33% Aston Villa win, that
yeah,
3% draw, that 3% Arsenal win.
yeah.
Uh,
And the whole
because
game was like
oof.
that. Yeah. It was almost a
Yep.
draw, almost a Villa
So
win, almost
you
an
only
Arsenal win. Yeah. But I don't feel
yep.
bad. This is
You
one of
only
the
hope that
losses I had
if you are a
counted.
neutral.
Mm, if you are
Now, but
neutral.
about that loss, I just hope
Mm,
that I know as a neutral, I had said that we only hope that it's an entertaining game, which it turned out to be. But
yeah.
on the part of Arsenal, if I was an Arsenal fan, uh, I wouldn't want to be dropping points in games I've been dropping points.
Mm.
For example, when Arsenal beat United, that was good for Arsenal because Arsenal has not been picking points at Old Trafford. Then when Arsenal go to Old Trafford, they pick points. That's something. But when
Yeah.
Arsenal Arsenal drop points at Man City, and Man City were not in the best form at that point. Then Arsenal drop points at Liverpool. Liverpool are not in the best form at that point. But then Arsenal goes and drops point at Aston Villa. Those are games that Arsenal have been dropping points in for the for like the last 2 3 seasons.
We won there
And
last season 2-0.
I like say that again.
Won there 2-0 last season
Oh, you weren't there,
at Villa.
but they
Mm.
came and picked points at Emirates. But they came
I
and
think
picked
that
at
was the
Emirates, right?
previous season. I think that was the previous season. I think last season we picked four from Villa, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I think we drew one and one
Oh,
away. Yeah,
uh,
but
okay,
Man City next
that's
have
good.
Palace away, and we have
I'm just
Wolves
like
at
I
home.
want
So you're just like
no Wolves are home. Wolves are home. You're going to Wolves
and
are home. You're
Man
going
City have
to
Palace
collect
away.
those ones. Uh,
Yeah, and Villa have Brighton. So it's. I know Arsenal have dropped points. That's what I was saying. Like we started off strong, but now we look like the rest of the teams in the league. Like we're getting normal results like others. But it's not like others down there. It's like others up there. Like we're still up there in the form. I know the points have dropped, but you look at this December fixtures. I would not be surprised if Arsenal will be 5 points ahead by the end of deck. But that's just being hopeful.
Now,
We're still number one.
at the moment,
Yeah.
Arsenal has has mid-table form because Arsenal form is same as Man United form, and I've been
Mm,
seeing in here how United is having a mid-table form.
mm,
Uh, 8 points in 5 games. That's a mid-table form. But all I can say about this is that in the Premier League, every team goes through that phase. What the phase that Arsenal has gone through is not strange. It does happen. You normally go
mm,
through because Man City is gonna go through that.
mm,
Chelsea is already going through that. Chelsea that was mounting a title challenge is already going through worse. Man City has gone through that phase. Liverpool is going
yeah.
through. We can talk about Liverpool. Aston Villa will go through that phase. So Arsenal is going through that phase. What I can say is that Arsenal is the best team in the league.
Mhm.
And as long as they are still the best team in the league, I mean, you always bet on the best team in the league.
Yeah.
And at the moment, it's Arsenal. The only scare I'll have if I were Arsenal is that Guardiola can get points when he's not playing well.
Yeah.
Like he played trash. He played trash against Fulham, picked 3. He played trash against Leeds, picked 3. Uh, he can play trash against Crystal Palace and get the 3. That's why it's very important that Arsenal gets the form now. Arsenal go back.
Mm,
Start with
mm,
Wolves, collect the 3 points, and collect goal difference. Because I've seen Wolves play United today. United has collected goal difference on Wolves. Arsenal should just molest them. Get points, get goal differences. Bring on the next game. Just get back to W's. That's the only way. Just get back to W's. You cannot pick a draw in you don't want to pick a draw in the next 2 games. It can still
yeah.
happen, and it's going to happen to other
Yeah.
teams too. But
Mhm.
uh, I'm just like Man City. Man City beginning to think that they are in, and it's a club that you don't wanna rule out.
Yeah.
It's a club that don't wanna rule out. Even when
Yeah.
Chelsea was number 2, I told you Man City was
Yeah, even
was
when
the
City
challenge.
were like
When
six, I was
Liverpool
just counting points between
Liverpool
Arsenal and
was
City.
yeah,
Yeah,
I told you yeah. So
yeah,
I don't, they are going to get points, and it's just very important that Arsenal gets their points. The only thing I can say is that I think part of Arsenal problems has been in the defense.
yeah.
Uh, Saliba will come back. Gabriel will
Yeah.
come back.
Mhm.
I, I I just think that's where the issue is. I mean,
I
how
think
has
that's a
Arsenal
big
performed
issue.
after Gabriel went?
After
Yeah, I mean,
Gabriel
how
went
has
out,
Arsenal and yeah,
no, it's just the draw against Chelsea and the loss to Leeds and the bad results after Gabriel. But
and
the loss to
and
Chelsea,
another draw,
um,
draw to
draw
Sunderland,
to that was Gabriel was
draw
keen.
to
You remember
Chelsea.
Gabriel, the guy scored in Gabriel's head. You remember Broby? Gabriel was
Oh,
in the
so it's
game.
just the draw and the
Yeah.
loss, huh?
It's a draw and the loss, but the draw and the
So the
loss are
draw to
heavily
Chelsea and the
towards.
loss.
Yeah, the draw to Chelsea, we lost Saliba, and then the loss, we didn't have both either. So,
Mm.
yeah, the draw to Chelsea, we did not have Saliba, so we did not have both. And now we lost to, I think we won a game somewhere, but then we lost to Villa. But I was kind of expecting that loss, to be honest. We are in a bad place on the defense, and they kind of stretched out. Um, with Declan and all these games he's playing. I don't know why they're not playing Nogard. We won against Brentford. I don't know why they're not playing Nogard in that time. That they should rest Declan, to be honest. But let's see if the guys will come back. Madueke is back, so
Nah,
maybe they might give
if
Salah
if
and
uh, if you
Saka a chance. Yeah.
if you're going to rest, if you're going to rest Declan, then it has to be Wolves. I think Brentford would
But this
have
was
been.
Nogard. Even he was
Uh,
their captain. I mean, technically, he was the best player there. And it's not like anybody can be better than him over there. Like, Nogard would be very confident playing against Brentford, I think. I don't think he would have any issues of adapting into the game or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah, 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 he would. He would, but Brentford is a strong team. Brentford is a strong team, and you don't want to make Arsenal any
Brentford rested
less,
players.
because you look into
Yeah.
you look at that game. You look at that game. Arsenal sealed the points in which minute? Late 80s or early 90s?
Yeah, that's when they scored the second
At
goal.
what point does Saka seal that game?
I don't
Yeah.
remember. I think
So
it
I'm
was
just saying that
80s, but
even with
they
Declan,
didn't look like they were
even
going
with
to score.
Declan,
But
yeah,
mhm. Even with Declan.
yeah, they didn't look like, but even with the Declan, Arsenal was not like Arsenal did not did not run them. If you run a team, you can
Declan
be
was
like we
playing
could have
centre
we
back
could have run changes.
in between centre backs. That's where Declan was playing, I think. So, but yeah, he's very important,
Uh,
and I think we hope that he'll be okay. Anyway, on to other news. That was, I think, where we went to City. There we deviated. City got that win. Oh no, we at Arsenal. No, we got City win. City got that win and 2 points close to Arsenal. I mean, we've been here before this season. City has been 1 point next to Arsenal. Was it two or one? Just this season, not long ago. Then they split to seven again, and then they are back here. And I mean, I would never write off City. Foden looks like he's picked up form. I always, that's what. Well, people talk about Foden Saka. I don't want to go into that one, but I think he's doing better than Saka now. And he's really lifting Man City, so I don't know. Man City, we just have to see. Let's see the game against Palace. And then we see Man City form because Man City are others you might expect, and then boom, they lose a certain game, and you're like, okay, this is the real City, or but
No, they
do
are
you
getting
think
better.
City look like
The
they
thing,
have the potential of
the thing
pulling
about
10
them is they are
wins?
getting better.
Is there a thing about them?
Uh, as of today, if you ask me, as of today, they don't have it. But the thing is, every day, every game, they are playing better than the previous game. There is
Yeah, that's
like they are growing into the season. So if you ask me as of today's form, no. But the fact that every game looks more convincing than the previous game, they are growing into the season. And
wait, they
they still have
leaked
Mr.
how many
Mentality
goals in the
Rodri out.
Leeds
I don't know
game?
if he comes and takes them back.
They leaked how many goals in the Leeds
Two,
game? Then the next game, how many did they leak?
two,
Because the last one they leaked four.
four.
Well, it depends on your perspective. If that's
Yeah.
improving, okay. But this City, I'll talk from an Arsenal perspective. I know
What I
they're
mean by
our
improving is
closest
that they are coming
rivals.
out. They are coming out. There's a slight lag in the audios. When I talk about improvement, I mean they are coming out with the results. They were not coming out with the results. They are coming out with the results. They followed the leads. They followed the leads. That leads hammered
That's it.
Chelsea and put three past Chelsea and put three past Liverpool. I know everybody's putting three past Liverpool. They put three past Chelsea. That Leeds has scored six in Chelsea and Liverpool combined. So maybe
Yeah,
Liverpool,
if you had
maybe
City, it becomes
that Leeds was
eight.
just on something. But then about Fulham
Yeah.
game, it's one of those. I remember the other season, Arsenal pulling 4-3 versus who is that? What's the
Bournemouth.
other? Who is the last person that scored three past Arsenal?
Luton.
No, they got
Luton
relegated
Town.
and relegated again.
Luton Town.
Uh, uh, I'm
Luton.
forgetting
Luton
the name of
Town.
that team.
Luton Town.
Yeah, Luton. Luton. So yeah, so sometimes that does happen, but in my perspective, when I said that Man City seem to be growing in the season, is that they are managing to come out with 3 points.
This was
They
Liverpool
have
in the
done that
first five
against
games. They
Leeds.
were just scraping wins, shaving wins, scraping wins. Then the house of cards collapsed. But I will speak as an Arsenal fan. Maybe Man City will come back. We have 5 games left in December. Let's see if they'll close because 5 games is enough to close and overtake, right? Because in the last five
No,
they've caught up. Let's see.
I no, I can comfortably tell you that City will give Arsenal a title race. Ask me who will win the title, Arsenal. But are City going to chase them? No, they are. They are.
They are in
You
it.
see, last season when Liverpool walked, you see when Liverpool walked to the title last season.
Yeah.
Liverpool walked to the title last season. I don't know if the other season City walked to it or Arsenal chased them.
City
But you
walked
see
to
how
it.
Liverpool walked to the title last season, and even Klopp walked to the title his season.
Yeah.
Uh, I think that City will chase Arsenal. City will
Well,
chase
we'll
Arsenal.
see.
Arsenal will win the
We'll
title.
uh-huh.
They won't just walk. They won't just walk to it.
Mm.
Arsenal will win, but they won't walk to it.
Well, we'll
Yeah.
see how that happens. Another team that is surprisingly up and about up there is called Manchester United. Manchester United are position 6, 1 point away from
Ah man.
position 4. And I think 2 points. How many from Villa? Villa are 29, 5 points from Villa, but 1 point from top 4. What do you think about that, man? You guys could have drawn at Everton, you could be in there.
We are 1 point from top four, but to be frank with you, there's nothing to celebrate. There's nothing to celebrate about. Uh, You know, if you, the reason why United is 1 point from top four is because United spread legs to 10-man Everton at Old Trafford.
But
Uh,
they beat Palace.
they
You gotta give them that one
then
though. They
yeah,
beat Palace
yeah,
away,
yeah
man. Yeah, yeah.
we beat we
You
beat.
have to give them that one. Yeah, you beat.
Uh, no, there's this big lag that I'm making me try to not to interrupt you, but let's look at this. You know, the strength of a club is when you are able to win games that you should win. You cannot you cannot just be a club that wins the unexpected. You have to look. You look at Arsenal going to play Wolves, and you say, you know what? You start checking off Arsenal, Wolves, Arsenal, Arsenal, whatever, Arsenal. You have to be a club that games that you will win are known. You're going to play Everton
Predictable.
at home.
Yeah.
Even if they
Mhm.
will be 11 men, leave alone 10. Even if they will be 11 men, you should be taking 3 points. But you don't even get
Yeah.
one. Then you go to play West Ham at home. West Ham is in the
Yeah.
relegation zone. Everybody's picking points from West Ham. Again, you give them away. So that's embarrassing. Now, then you come against Wolves. I'm happy we got 3 points and created goal difference. We got some 3 goals from Wolves.
Yeah.
But you know what? Wolves
Could have
played
been 4 or 5.
in
Yeah.
our they played into our trap. You don't
Yeah.
attack United and leave spaces behind. And what did Wolves
Yeah.
do? They attacked United, left spaces behind. United attacked that space. Then Wolves did that again, and then did that again for 90 minutes. And then United should have hammered Wolves by 8 nil. I even don't know why Wolves scored 1 goal. Wolves have not scored
Yeah.
since October.
Yeah.
United has only kept one clean sheet the whole season. Or two. We probably had a 0-0
Yeah.
somewhere. Two. Or the first
Yeah.
or one,
Sunderland.
because the
Yeah.
first clean sheet was the first game of our goalkeeper. Uh, the way Wolves played, if you watch that game, they played right into our hands. We are a counter-attacking team. We play well when
Yeah.
you attack us and leave spaces. And that's exactly what they did over and over and over. And we kept on putting those chances or missing the chances and missing the chances and missing the chances. At halftime, it's 1-1, and you like, oh, same old United.
Yeah.
Same old United. Why is it even 1-1? Why? Why 1-1? And we've had like all those chances in front of the goal. Then we come and put them
Yeah.
away in the second half. I'm deciding not to be taken away by these points because number one, everybody has beaten Wolves, and number two, Wolves
Yeah.
just made it easy for us. 10 minutes into the game, uh, 10 minutes into the game, Wolves were outside the stadium demonstrating. They didn't even have fans.
Good
It's
time
in
to play them
shambles.
though. It puts you in the top 6. Good time to play them, right? It puts you in the top 6. You know. It's like the time
Uh,
we played Leeds. It was a good time to play Leeds. We beat them 5-0. Now they don't look like they're going to concede 5
true.
nil from anyone. So it was a good time to play them. You got into the top 6. Now you're already there. It's about you just remaining there because I don't know who you guys play next. You play on Monday still, I think. But there's a few. Huh?
Uh, we play Bournemouth at home, okay?
Yeah, there's a few tricky
And
fixtures on the weekend that could go in your favor. Uh-huh. And
uh, no, this lag has grown a little bit too hard. But we play, I think, Bournemouth at home.
uh-huh.
And you know what? That's a fixture that United is supposed to win. Now, everybody's collecting points against Bournemouth. But then United are going to do the most United thing.
Mhm.
United are going to
You
do the
don't have
most
faith
United
in
thing.
your team.
We have Bournemouth.
Yeah.
We have Aston Villa somewhere. And then United. United are going to be cooked by Bournemouth and then beat Aston Villa.
Lydia.
That reconnection.
Yeah, I was trying to change something then, but yeah, but I don't know. You guys are up. End it.